These and just the one I wanted to see tonight. Was she gonna be quiet tonight? Small crew, how we all living?
I'll be honest, I'm not having the greatest of days, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Tell me what happened.
They announced that we're gonna have to start going back into the office 3 days a week, and I am gonna have to find a new job because that's just not gonna work for me.
Can't do it.
No, I like there are like restraints on my life that in the last 5 years didn't exist, back in 2020 when came home and I just it's not gonna work for me.
You're
So
lucky it lasted that long.
yeah, no, I know. But the thing is, and this is what really makes me angry, is that the CEO was like, we're not going back. Like if you want to go into the office, you can, but we are not going to force like going back to the office.
What
So
changed?
uh, beats me, but my guess is that their portfolio in their the amount of office space that they have is the problem. And I'm so mad because you only have to go back if you are within 35 miles of the office in Des Moines or in Columbus. If you
Oh,
live anywhere else in the nation, you do not have to go back. And my parents' address is 28 miles from the office because they live further away than I do. So I was like, "Oh, I'll just update my address to their address and be
I was
like, "Oh,
gonna
I'm
say
moving."
move.
Yeah. So I
Move,
gotta find someone
work
who
from
lives
home.
in the state but more than 35 miles away who probably won't negatively impact my taxes.
Oh my gosh. That's stressful.
Yeah. Or a new job,
Kim was
which
just
in all
dealing with
honesty,
fun stuff
it'd
like
probably just
that.
be easier to find an address.
She was just dealing with something similar where she's like a department head and they basically gave them the like we need this clinical trial to happen, and if it doesn't, we're laying off somebody in every department, and Fridays are off are going away. And like they're like, but don't tell your team that. And I was like, I would like to fire up onto all their asses and let them know, like, y'all enjoy having Friday off. We're gonna need you in Friday. So
I mean, it'd be one thing, and I'll stop complaining after this, but it would be one thing if we actually had anything that was like a culture in by going into the office. But we do everything virtually. My entire team is national. There is no one on my team, like maybe two people on my team based nearby. Like, what's the point?
it's chaos.
Yeah. And so I'm just like,
Found this out
I'm
today.
I'm super mad about it. So like,
This
you know
was a
what? Fine.
today thing.
What's that?
This was a today thing.
Yeah, like a couple of hours ago. So I'm still kind of just like furious. So
How's the rest
it's
of your
fine.
day going? Or your week?
Eh, the weather was beautiful this morning for my run. So that was a bonus for me because like for the first time in forever, it was not stupid humid. And so I would manage to get under 15 minutes a mile for my pace, which
That's
I haven't been able to do since like June. So I'm like, thank God. Just like one day of the weather being nice.
where do we want
Um,
to get your pace to?
so ideally kind of back to where I was prior to the summer would be like really nice for fall or like because I was around 14-minute mile paces uh into like 13 a little bit for like right around April. And May is when it kind of started to tick back up again, but May is also when it started to get kind of hot on occasion. But June, July is when it really like ballooned back up to like 15 minutes and 30 seconds. But my asthma and the humidity are not friends. So but yeah, it just tells me that better times are coming. Fall will be here eventually.
Is the heat
So
slowing everybody else down? Dale's inside on a treadmill right now.
It has rained here every day for the past 10 days. So I got up this morning to run and it was pouring rain. I got up on Tuesday and it was pouring rain. So I didn't get it in Tuesday. So I thought, all right, I got to get something in this week.
How far you got to go today?
My 45 minutes.
45
Are
minutes.
you dopey training's going right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Will you be taking off into a run like as we're chatting?
No,
No.
no, we have a very old treadmill that I'm not sure what it would do if you actually tried to get it up to speed. You
You
watch me
should just
fall on my face.
you just need one of those life alert buttons so that when it goes wrong and you're down and you can't get up, you
I
just press the button.
I feel like your wife's not gonna flinch is the problem.
And
You
no,
fall, she she might sleep through it that one.
she's inside.
Oh, he froze up, or was it me? I froze up because everybody's frozen. I'm freezing up tonight. Our storms are about to roll in, so hopefully my connection stays good. So it looks like the garage is open though.
Yeah, it is, but there is no breeze, no movement, anything. It's hot.
This was me halfway through building my garage gym.
Yeah.
I said, nope, it's not happening. I'm not doing it. I absolutely, I was like, me just putting this together is not, it's not fun right now. So we're just gonna call it there and just continue to go to the air conditioned gym. There's this group. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. Actually, well, Dale would probably be the only one that's heard of him on the call right now because it's a men's group. But I think it's called F3. Have you heard of that?
I just saw an advertisement for it somewhere.
So there's a guy in the challenge that does it twice a week. He was telling me about it prior to the challenge. It's a men's group. It's faith, fitness, and like fun or something like that. And you go, it's like this, it's almost cult-like. You show up and you're given a cinder block at the first workout. And at that point, you're given the cinder block, you shed your name, and they come up with a name for you during the workout. Like, so you would just forever be Stitch because you had a Stitch shirt on the day you walked in. Like, or you'd be Ohana. And these guys, I'm in the gym every morning at 6 a.m. and they're working out across the street in this field. And I'm like, y'all, it's like 90 degrees out. We have air condition. Like, what? Why are you out there with your cinder blocks? I couldn't do I very briefly, before getting this going during COVID, was doing park workouts, like, because all the gyms shut down. And I had all my locals like reach out to me, like, what the hell can we do? We need to stay active. And I had a couple of just boot camps going in the park for the period the gyms were shut down. And I'm like, thank God I'm not working out with y'all. These people looked like they were dying. I'm not, I like the heat, but not working out in the heat.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I give y'all my frustration of the day since we got Angela's frustration. I'm supposed to leave at 1:30 tomorrow to go to Palm Coast for that my father-in-law's father's 100th birthday, which is all well and good. Little beach weekend. I'm fine with it. And we're supposed to leave at like 1:30, and the goddamn hats are supposed to arrive at 1:30, and I've been just waiting for those hats. And I've been tracking them at UPS, like maybe they'll come a day early. Maybe they'll come early. And nope, they're on track for 1:30 to 4:30 tomorrow. And I know if I sit down and wait and I push us back like an hour, they're gonna show 10 minutes after I leave. I'll get the little doorbell notification like UPS is here, and I'm gonna get so irritated. I just want to see what they look like. I'm antsy. And then I gotta send them out. Sue, yours will be the first one to go out because I want you to be able to wear it at Disneyland. If you don't get a picture at Disneyland with it, you're fired.
Oh, so where do you want me to take a picture of it? For the castle? Like, what do you
I
want? With a
mean,
beer in my hand? Like, tell me. I'll do
you
it.
definitely
I've
need it.
told you.
In my opinion, you need it to be you crossing the finish line.
Crossing the finish line. I'm
Crossing the
okay with
finish
that.
line. Okay, I will try for that. I don't always wear hats when I run because I just get too hot sometimes, but I'll work it.
I
You'll
mean, if
work
you're
it.
doing the 5K,
Or the 10K.
Just a 10K and a half. I'm doing the challenge.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You do it during the 10K. Is your husband running with you?
Well, he's running it. I don't know that he's running it with me. He's faster than me.
I don't know. Where did I see him? Springtime?
Yeah, you saw him at springtime, right? You saw him at springtime? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was springtime.
Pretty sure it was springtime. All right. Hmm. Okay. You come up with somewhere good to wear it. Something that really, there's no like Hercules attraction, so
Uh,
it speaks to you.
I'll take multiple pictures and then I'll send it for your approval before I post.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The rest of them, I'm gonna try to get them out next week. Well, I don't want to be doing that after vacation. I don't want to. I'm gonna wrap up the challenge and then. Whew, how are we feeling towards the end of the challenge? Who's struggling right now? Chris, I know you're struggling with the running. You're on mute.
I'm not running. Yeah, so
How did it
it is what
feel?
it is.
You tried to
I
run.
lasted 3 seconds and it was like, nope. So
Please
yeah,
take it easy.
yeah, I've already, resigned myself to having to walk everything. So I'm just trying to build up my speed now. That's what I'm working on.
What are you holding on the walks?
Well, today on the treadmill, I did intervals of like anywhere between 20 and 35 seconds. I did incremental, so I started at like 3.7 up to 4.1. So just slowly getting there, but I have a lot of time still.
What is it on a treadmill? Is it 4.1 is
Three between 3.7 and 3.8 is your 16-minute mile. Three, sorry, 4.40 is 15 minutes.
we had a guy. We had a guy that went to the gyms I was running, and he could run really hard for like 30 seconds, but he was like, I want to say he had to be 6'5" and probably 330 to 350 pounds, but he was shockingly run hard. He was like a bull when he did go, and he just couldn't maintain it. He tried doing it at Disney races multiple times, and his partner, she's how do I put this lightly? She's the worst person I have ever coached in all of my years doing fitness. And I don't say that lightly. This is not a nice person. And I worked for another brand and she has just berated my staff, but he is the nicest human being you've ever met. And I'm like, what is he doing with this woman? Because she's the type to be like, well, fat ass got swept again. And so he had gotten swept multiple races, and I took it on like a personal challenge. And I'm like, stop trying to run the whole thing at 7 miles an hour. Like, you can't maintain that for 13 miles. I've seen you maintain a walk of 3.8. So I told him, I go, set the damn treadmill to 3.8 and just do that the whole class. Just get really proficient at that speed because he didn't have the stamina or the endurance to run it. You don't have the knees yet to do it. So I would keep doing what you're doing. Keep practicing the hell out of that walking and just be a badass walker.
Balloon 80 in training.
That- Well, I mean, they're cool.
They
Everybody's
are.
scared of them.
I don't know how the hell they do it for 13 plus miles,
So what about 26?
right? Yeah, like nope, don't know how, but
I don't know how they mean. I mean, that goes for all of the pace groups, but I don't just I can't stick with a like somebody tells me, "Oh yeah, I'm a steady 10-minute mile." I'm like, "No, no, no. I'm 10 sometimes, and then sometimes I fall back, and then I slow it down and pick it up. Can't do it.
that's
Maybe it means
definitely a time I wish I was like 6'3" or something. Be a little easier.
you wish you were 6'3".
Hmm.
You
I don't know
won't.
how you do the full marathon and you don't stop to go to the bathroom at any point.
That's the other thing.
Like, I mean,
I can't
60
even do
mile
a
pace is what,
10K.
almost 7 hours?
Yeah.
I've got, you know,
Three and a
I've got
half
to
for the
have
half
bathroom
and
breaks.
yeah.
I have to have them. It's a necessity. Like even after waiting in the corral for an hour, I'm like, I gotta pee.
Right. That first mile, right?
I'm just at yeah. Once we get started, if it's a cold race, I warm my body up by running to Norway. Like, get me to the Norway bathrooms and I'll be fine. But we're just giving TMI all the time. But I got a potty in the morning and not get to the crowd. And I go beforehand, but I drink a lot of water before the race. And yeah, so I couldn't. So you got to build a little buffer, but you can get enough. You can get really good at walking and but just practice it. Once your knee feels a little better, practice power walking on a hill. Practice that'll make you faster on a flat road.
Yeah, I've done, well, so far the highest I've gone is 2.0 on the incline.
You can bump it up. Just not yet with your knee.
Yeah.
Like that's
Oh, and then I just made my appointments today for the gel injections, the hyaluronic acid. So that's a shot a week in both knees
that should
for
happen.
3 weeks. So those weeks I'm not going to be really doing much training on the weekend because I want it to take and actually be beneficial and not just run it out, so to speak, or walk it out. If my pool ever freaking opens, I can jump in there.
I'm gonna start doing. I've been looking up. That's what I have to figure out how to. Because I don't have pool exercises in the library, but I'd like to build a pool workout for the knees because that's what I've been doing to help. My knees have just been cranky from too much load, and I don't want them to keep getting cranky, so I've been messing around in the pool. It helps. You need the pool.
Yeah.
I'm kicking myself in the rear end because you mentioned the hyaluronic acid and something came out. There was somewhere on my feed, and don't judge me. I was driving. We have a lot of traffic around here, so I was sitting at a stoplight, and I see new knee injection coming out of like Switzerland or something, and it actually helps to. It doesn't just give the padding; it like helps to regrow the joint or something in there. Have you seen that? And I
Mm-mm.
was like, I gotta look this up, and then I forgot the name of it, and I can't find the article right now. New cutting edge knee injection.
Yeah, I saw that too. That looked pretty cool.
So it's not the normal one. It's not visco supplementation, but it's actually supposed to like heal versus just give the padding.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
regrowing or something.
Man,
Well, we're probably not going to get that in this country for a hot minute.
don't get me started.
Maybe if I have to go back to Canada, I'll get it there, but I'll have to wait like 2 years to see an ortho.
It's sometimes I feel like for you it might be worth it. They might not let you back in though.
They might not.
You never know. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find this thing. Otherwise, it's gonna drive
Oh,
me nuts. I'll find it later. You're
speaking,
5'7", so
yeah.
you're
But
not.
speaking of back home, my brother today, hopefully he's out now, but he has advanced colon cancer and he's having a major abdominal surgery today. So I'm just waiting to hear how he did. Yes, I'm just waiting to hear.
So
So
we're
everyone keep him in your thoughts, please.
gonna say we'll keep them. Send them the good energy up to Canada. Send them the good energy. You're not short, so
Mm-mm.
that's a win. That's when you can use those legs once they get moving better. I mean, if you can maintain 16 now, I think you can cut that down to 15. If you put a hustle into it, I think you could build a little bit of buffer. And just you're used to getting there early for being medic. So
Hmm.
get your butt to the front of that whatever corral they give you, and you're gonna be fine.
Yep,
You're gonna be fine.
hopefully.
I started working with somebody this past week, and he is he brings a whole different host of issues, challenges. I shouldn't say issues, challenges. He is 6'11". And he goes, "Oh yeah, when I stand next to Bob, I got an inch on Bob." And like he's like these sit-up things, they're not working for me because he's just such a long lever that he's like it's killing my spine.
Mm.
But 6'11", and I'm like, dude, he could just probably walk these races so easily and just be fine. Photoshop it on your head on the finish line. Do not Photoshop. Angela, you're bad influence. Your friend running around Universal right now. I'm about to go over there and find her. All right, who else do I pick on? Jenny, what's happening in your world? Scale still stuck?
It moved a little bit.
Let me go in.
I made it back down below that number.
Looking now. We keep it moving. What else you doing different right now? Just ramping up the miles, getting ready for race season?
Yeah, I mean, I'm running a 10 miler like next weekend or sometime, the 24th of August. That's like the next thing, 2 weeks, I guess, from now. That's like the only thing I have on my schedule until November. But I don't know if I'll run anything in between now and then, but I'm training for the Grand Canyon because it didn't get
Right.
canceled. Yeah, so I've been trying to do a lot of like incline walks and then hiking with like I've been doing like 15 on the treadmill. That's as high as the incline will go. And and like in my hiking boots. So I don't know. People think I'm a lunatic in the gym, but that's okay.
Every once in a while, you see stuff like that, like, 9/11. I always see the guy doing it in the firefighter suit. So that's not the craziest thing I ever see. And he does the stairs. Almost every gym's got one guy that does 100 or something flights on 9/11 in like full gear. So hiking boots not that crazy.
Well, and a weighted vest, but like next I'm gonna add like my pack to the
How heavy is your pack going to be again?
35 pounds. So right now I'm only doing 16 pounds, but that's how heavy my vest is. But I then I took my vest and put it in my pack and then put 2 jugs of frozen water in there to be like 30 pounds. They said you have to carry between 30 and 35, but they said it's only supposed to be like some percentage of your body weight, which that is a above the percentage of body weight that I forget what the exact number is, but it's like I don't know what they do in that because you have to carry your portion of food and then your own gear. But my gear is like pretty light. I don't have like heavy gear or anything like that. So hopefully that'll help. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I
I
wonder what
feel
makes
like the amount of effort that I'm putting into like trying to lose like the last 5 pounds of weight that I need to lose is like astounding. It is so frustrating.
it is.
I told you I went on a rant on my like
Oh yeah, you did.
monthly check-in. I was like, this is so frustrating. Like, I don't understand. Like, why can't I lose the last 5 pounds? It's so annoying. And then I was like, am I being unrealistic? Like, blah, blah, blah. It's just annoying. So it's been a long road, but
It
the last 5 pounds are like,
The last 5 pounds is always like that. It there's a big reason like you don't see people walking around all day like bikini competitors and physique models. It's just like I have been driving myself crazy trying to get to 205. That's been just the number. And then I have to remind myself, like, I have more muscle than I did last time I weighed this. And I'm not comparing apples to apples on my body that I was. Oh, it used to be so much easier for me to get to 200. And then I look at a picture of me at 200 and I'm like, oh, I was skinnier. I was like less muscle on my body. So, but this 210 to 205 has been almost torturous. And I have regrets. And then as I was way too caffeinated this morning for my gym coffee. I was like, should I go to 200? And then Kim was having a day and she's like, I think I'm gonna order Chipotle for dinner tonight. Are you okay with that? And I'm like, we go a little off. I got to the goal a little early. We can do a little Chipotle. How's your energy feel?
I mean, it feels okay. I mean, I've been working out more than I was like for a while, so I feel like I can notice that but I don't feel like depleted of energy or anything like that. And I feel okay when I'm running, so I think I'm okay. I don't know. But um I was listening to the call last I had to get off like at the end of the call last night, but because something happened at my house, but the I was listening to you go on about like not eating carbs, and I remembered when you did that carb cycling thing with me like last year, and I was like, oh, maybe I should do that again. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna eat any carbs. And then I started going crazy like about like maybe I should do keto again and all this stuff. But like last year when we talked about like whatever my goal was gonna be, like the weight that I'm at now, I did not expect to even get to that weight. So like I'm not saying like I was like, oh, I'll be happy if I just like get to whatever and that was
That's how you
but it's
started.
like
And then as
it's
you
like
march closer, you're like,
8 pounds heavier than I am now. So like, yeah, it just, I don't want to become like a crazy person or like
I'm gonna
have
adjust them, but I
food
would incorporate like
disorder.
how many rest days are you taking right now? I feel like zero.
Yeah, kind of zero. Yeah.
On rest days, that's when I'd consider kind of trimming the carbs a little bit and just zeroing them out there. Just flush the water, flush the extra. It'll help get the scale moving. It'll help that breakthrough, like reduction of calories with that. Just trim the carbs down. And that's like not something everybody needs to do. It's just more so when you're at that last five and like digging deep. It's easier for me to cut carbs and fats, but like after 3 days straight, it was like torture. And I want to do it. Oh, that's what someone remind me to talk about next Thursday before we get off here tonight. But I had a whole plan. I'm going to go strict, and then I forgot about something happening next week, and like, oh, that's going to mess me up. That's going to mess me up. So, but I'm like, if I do it for 5 days straight, and then I was debating doing a fast on Saturday just because I'm going to eat so bad, and I've been wanting to try and see how it affects my body, like a 24 to 48 hour fast. And I just haven't had a good timeline. And I'm like, oh, I could do it the Friday and Saturday into vacation and really just push to the next level. But you end up having to go a little extra. That's more for the health benefits to fast than losing anything. I already hit kind of goal number. But cut your carbs on rest days if you start incorporating any. Trying to think of what else you could do for your walks. You could also, I would do some exercises. That bag's going to put a lot of pressure on your spine. So I would incorporate if you have like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes at the end of a workout. And this would just be good in general. Practice farmer's walk. So like in a lane at the gym, like somewhere you can walk, walking down and back with the heaviest set of dumbbells you can handle. Just get used to bracing your core and standing upright with it so that you have like a strong spine instead of you just throwing a bag on it and kind of I imagine that gets exhausted first. And then once you get proficient at that, single dumbbell or kettlebell it, because it's going to really tear up your core in a good way where your core is going to have to work to stabilize. So like just other things you could do to help you there. I found a gym once with a 30 incline treadmill. Just be glad your stops at 15. 2.8 miles an hour at a 30 incline. I was huffing and puffing and the house was about to blow down. It was not pretty. I was like, this is and goal's not to hold on, but your brain just wants to grab. It was rough. I'm gonna small adjust your calories too. Let me know. Keep me posted on how your energy feels if you feel like I'm dying.
Okay. I will let you know if I feel like I'm gonna die.
I don't want you to, yeah, I don't want you to. Sometimes you push the needle too far. That's That's where like yesterday I was feeling gas and I'm like, I'm going too low. And I broke off my we bought seaweed salad and I went in on it. Does anybody else eat seaweed salad? It is delicious. They had it at Costco and I was like, oh, I'm getting this. So that was my that was my carby snack yesterday. It's not even that carby, but I'm finding joy in that when I'm at that final stage. What else could we give Jenny? When does your big bag come?
No, I don't have like no, I have a bag already. It's just I haven't done it yet, basically. I mean, I've gone on walks with the bag like that, but also when you were saying about the spine, it does distribute the weight differently. So like there's a belt around
Well,
your
for that,
waist. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like a regular backpack that has like it wouldn't be
yeah,
just like
I'd
your
still
back. Yeah.
get used to carrying that because
Yeah.
that's a lot. This one of all the fitness stuff I've bought in the years, that's one thing I've never gotten is a weighted vest. Hmm. I've been meaning to. Just they're not cheap. They're not cheap. There's an old video floating around of me when I was stupid in my 20s. I threw a punching bag on my back and walked up the hill on the treadmill just to get a good video. And and I was told at the gym I wasn't allowed to do that anymore. I like to have fun. I found one of me dangling on it too. Who else got the struggles tonight? Season. I need you to come off. Did she
So I'm here.
You're here? Tell me
Yeah.
what the hell's going on with your body.
I went to the doctor yesterday to check and see if I had a foot fracture, hip impingement, and or torn shoulder, something another. Yeah.
What do you tell you? So you
So nothing came back on the foot, but he's gonna send me to an orthopedist for that. He's gonna send me to a different orthopedist for my hip. But luckily my shoulder is not torn. It's just inflamed and tendonitis.
so too much.
Yeah. Yeah. And last year I did like 5 months of PT for my knee, and I've kind of fallen off of some of those workouts. So right now my knee feels like there's a golf ball in the back of it.
And he gave you a list of exercises you should do and you forgot what they were.
Forgot. No, I didn't forget. I just don't have him standing next to me yelling. And I guess that's what I need.
So
I
no,
do.
you
It's like
tried the shoulder
lateral.
mobility one, right?
Is what?
You tried the shoulder mobility one?
Yeah, I did that last night. I did 2/3 of it because it hurt. I mean, I guess, well, maybe it was supposed to. I don't know. But yeah, I did it. It was good.
It hurt while you did it.
Yeah.
Okay, be careful with that.
Okay.
Ease up. What you're on the treadmill right now, but what kind of bands do you have?
I just have a set that goes from like extra light to extra strong or heavy or whatever. And I was using the extra light one.
They're the
But
ones with the handle on the end.
No, it's just a circular band. And I hooked it on the machine in our workout room and used it. So, I mean, I can adjust how close I get to it, but I don't know. Does Mark need to buy me some special stuff? You can tell him to.
I mean, as long as they're the long ones and you're not trying to do it with like a janky one,
Oh no, they're super janky.
they're janky.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, they're maybe a foot long in a circle.
That's one of the, there we go. Like one thing that I jumped on, like when there was whispers that the world was going to shut down, I went right in and ordered bands because I'm like, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
Little did I know I'd be able to take equipment from the gym, but I got this package from Rogue which Rogue's probably, if I hit the lottery and I've ever built a home gym, it would be a lot of Rogue equipment because their stuff's really high quality. But you almost want to start with like, there's
Oh,
number zero band.
yeah.
Start with something like that and make sure it doesn't bother you and just go through the range. And then, okay, work up to number one. You might not. I bought them to stay active during COVID. Like, it was just a piece of equipment where I was like, this is going to help. Most people probably don't need the super heavy tube band. But, when the first one's 22 bucks and the package is 75 for all six, I was like, let's just buy the complete package at that point. It's price of a little more than once you get up to the level one, it's $25. So it's like the price of three. And I
Hmm.
got six.
Yeah, but how likely am I to actually work my way up?
Now, I would think you'd at least on the rehab side of things, you could do one, two, and three, and or zero, one, two, and then if you mix in the exercises, three and four. So sometimes your body needs a break. I'll throw in just because I enjoy lifting. Once I'm done with vacation, I will go to 3 days, 3 days lifting schedule. Again, 3 days running schedule. But when I'm only doing 45 minutes of running, I wake up early and I'm in the gym. I'll bring the bands and just do like a quick little 15, 20 minute, basically one of the foundational workouts with that, just to keep the muscle working a little bit and not because my volume goes down so much when I add the running. So that's where I'm like, okay, these are good.
So with me, my shoulder was affecting my running in that after about between 3 and 4 miles in on a long run, from my shoulder midway down my arm would get really sore. And I don't clench. If anything, I try the whatever when we do the long run to make sure I'm not tight. But my doctor said it was actually I don't remember what he said, but should have recorded that. But anyway, it's weird that when we get into our longer distances, it hurts my left arm and my shoulder.
Does Mark
No.
run with you when you do that?
Run? Oh yeah, we run all our long runs together.
You should have him get a video of you early in the run from like both angles if possible, have him run backwards for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then later in the run when you're fatigued, just to see if there's like, are you starting to cave in? Are you, because that can.
Well, we've noticed for a while that that shoulder is a little lower when I'm running. And when I was doing one of the workouts the day before I went to the doctor, I noticed that this shoulder is lower than this one. And I can't do as much, but I'm not supposed to do anything over my head.
It's lower.
Yeah. Yeah, like looking head on, looking straight on. It's
Normally,
when I run.
just when you run.
Yeah. Hell, I don't know if it's all the time. That's just what I notice it, or when it's been pointed out to me. Now I wonder about life. I mean, I don't look like Quasimodo as you do that, but
I'm just
yeah, it is a little lower.
trying to feel it and trying to think of what could cause that.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's odd. I would mess with the band stuff though a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, I'd be shocked if he I'm betting he gave you the internal and external rotations, which are on there. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
That's tends to be a big one. I pulled it up now. The front to the lateral raise could be good. Could
And Jenny, to answer you, I'm like a whole zigzag. It's my left shoulder, my right hip, my left knee, and my right foot. So everything's out of whack.
another one you can do. So with the bands,
Yeah.
just bring it up and over. So bring the band behind you, bring it back. But as you get more proficient and the shoulders open up, It won't go. Okay,
Uh,
don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. Another one, band pull aparts. So you can pull them apart. Um, the face pulls are good. You can also add a little rotation towards the top. So as you're pulling, kind of flare out. Because that's a ball and socket. So you want to get it comfortable
Yeah.
moving through there. The around the world might be good for you. It might be a no, it's overhead. Hmm. What else could we give you on your shoulders? What else are you doing to recover it is a question.
He wants me to ice it for 15 minutes 3 times a day.
Are you doing that?
No, I forgot. And every time, then, okay, I also wanted to ask him if I have ADD because, just earlier, I now remember that I went to get the ice pack and I don't know where I ended up.
Wait,
So
what?
yeah, I'm not icing like I should.
You need ice.
Yeah.
Ice and I mean that's just gonna reduce the inflammation. So
3 times a day, that's that's gonna be a chore.
I and this is where like it's a you question how much it means to you, but like I've gotten to the point where I'm like I'm gonna get my creaky knees checked out just because we're going into race season. I'm starting to get like a little they should have been healed by now. Let's see what the heck I did wrong. And it's freaking me out that they're bilateral. So
What do
that's
you mean by that?
huh?
What do you mean by that?
Both knees in the same spot.
Oh, yeah.
If it was just my right knee bugging me, I'd be like, oh, I did something to the right knee. But the fact that the right and the left are feel exactly the same right now, so I'm like, something is not right there. So we're gonna get it checked out. But this is if it's really bothering you. Did you see the thing Ryan shared the other night?
Mm-mm.
No, and it's another one of those things where Prime Weekend, I know it's not a cheap thing, but it's a hell of a lot easier and hell of a lot easier. That's not it. Um, oh God, it ain't cheap. This is why I haven't bought it. Let me see if the other brand, Hyper Ice, who's the other one? Theragun? That's the one he has. Thera body. Actually, maybe it's the Hyper Ice one. Or he's got an adapter. I'll find out the exact one. But it is or you know what? Theragun does have a cheaper one. It's not as bad, but let's
What
see.
is it?
I'm going to show you. So it's a electronic pack that goes on your shoulder. You just kind of strap it on and it cools it. It gets icy cold and then it gets hot. So it does contrast therapy. It goes it can go from 109 degrees Fahrenheit down to 46, it says. So definitely a lot easier than icing, like pulling out ice and then the other one, the one he actually recommended where I was like, dude, I can't spend $430 on something strapped to my knee right now. Like it's a really serious unit. It's for the knee, but he was telling me he stacks it on his shoulder and he doesn't have a problem.
Well, the 161 didn't seem terrible.
No, it's this one that's 430. That's like it's a full unit when you click on it. Like it's serious, but it's hot, cold, adaptive fit so you can wear it while you walk. Where's the details on like how cold this one goes? Why they put it in tiny font? Um,
You should put that first one on your affiliate link thing.
I will. I'll add it. I don't like to put things I haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
You know what? I know somebody that's got one. I want to try it. But Ryan, that's why I asked him. I'm like, Ryan, you said you have this, and or he might have been wearing it on one of the calls. And I was like, is it worth it? And he goes, I freaking love that thing. And
Huh.
if I'm gonna take maybe not injury prevention, but recovery information from anybody, it's him because he's got 20 years of, 500 pound plus powerlifting on that body. And it that's just, you're not meant to do that as long as your body's not meant to lift 700 pounds up off the ground regularly. And he had no problem doing it, but he's paying the price now. So yeah, I would try one of those. Other shoulder exercises. Buy it on Amazon, and if it's not great in 20 days, return it. I'm
Good
terrible.
thinking. No, it's why it's there, right?
Hey, that's their policy. It's not mine. You should ask him if overhead, you holding your arms up. Can we see my arms? You holding your arms up like this with the bands, and then let's go this way. Nope, I gotta go that way. Doing that is too much. See if he's okay with that.
Okay.
You could also, well, this is, it's not an overhead press, but doing Y's might help. You could also, you don't have small bands, do you? Mini bands, like basically they could fit around like handcuffs. A
No,
good,
I'll send you pictures of what I do have. And I
a
have a
good
couple
pri-
I have a couple
primer.
bands that I got from PT, but they're the black ones, the heavy ones.
Primer for that one would be to put the bands on like handcuffs, start with the arms low, and then just keep them in line with the shoulders and go up as much as you can safely. Like don't go overhead if he said don't go overhead, but that'll kind of help get the little guys on fire, the little ones in
Okay.
there. Wall slides too, but again, that involves going overhead, but it's not weighted. So where you sit against the wall and drive your arms back and then slide your arms straight up because it's putting them into the pocket before you're going into the.
Huh.
And physical therapist Heather's on the call, but she's on a treadmill. If she wanted to chime in with others that I'm not thinking of right now, I would totally allow it, Heather.
Well, what I would start with is like banded shoulder shrugs. So like you've got the band in the door. Hold on here. So you got the band in the door, and then you're holding it down to give you the resistance. Then you go up into a shrug and down. So you're getting more of that resistance on the down instead of the up. And then yeah, like that, just straight flexion, just to pain-free range, straight abduction and just free range, and then kind of in between, kind of like what Tom was showing, but stay in that pain-free range. And then yeah, you want to, Tom showed you the internal and external rotation at 90, like have your arm at your side and do internal and external rotation with a band. That's where I would start. Like stay, keep it below that pain threshold range, but still strengthening the muscle of the shoulder.
I like it. I was close.
You were right there.
I was close. There's always something else you could do, and that is your realm. Thank you for chiming it in. I like having you here. Can you fix my knees from Dakota?
I can try.
I have an appointment with this woman and I'm so excited because she's like supposed to be famous in your space. So we'll see.
Keep me posted. Tell you if it's just doing the right thing.
She'll be like, your knees are just tired. You need to take a day off. And I'm gonna be like, God, thank you.
That's not an option.
No, well, there are days off. We gotta take days off. But she's an author of a book. It's called Unbreakable: Grow Strong, Live Long, Age something. It's a woman's guide to aging with power is her book. But I have a feeling she's like the number one knee person at the physical therapist, and they're also located in my gym's building. So I'm like, please insurance, please insurance, please insurance. They do take her. I was excited. Very excited to hear that my insurance worked out for once. So we'll see. Woman's Guide to Aging with Powers. I'm gonna annoy the shit out of her asking questions while I'm there. Ma'am, can I video this session?
Pick her brain.
Of course. I'll live for that. And Season, what was your other ailment? Your hip now or no, your hamstring?
Yeah, I was asking you about the hamstrings. It's the one on the left side with the messed up knee. It's like it alternates between like meniscus stuff, and then I can feel my hamstring super tight behind it. And the PT used to do some stuff and made it feel better, and I might have to find his address and go to his house.
Probably frowned upon.
Probably. Probably.
So it's low on the hamstring, or I thought you said glute. Hamstring glute could like that region.
Knee. No,
Oh,
it's behind my knee. Yeah, it's where I feel it. And I have to stop when we run and do lots of sweeps and stuff. And often that will help for a few minutes, but then it starts hurting again. I've been trying to make myself at least once a week do the thing with the ball where you lay on your back and put your feet on the ball and then pull it towards yourself.
that one's terrible.
It is. But we do planks at night, several nights a week, and we try to do those as well. And it's not
Hmm.
great.
Have you tried like any of the hamstring mobility ones?
No, I was searching for some maybe it was, I don't know, it was when I sent you that message and I just
Call me
glanced.
driving. I finally got my haircut, girl. Now that I have hats coming tomorrow, I finally got a haircut. And I'm not going to take the hat off. Let's see. Let me find it for you.
Yeah, what's it under?
It'd most likely be in mobility. I'll do the hip mobility. No, well, because it's your knee.
Well, it's all the things. It's my, like I said, right foot, left knee, right hip, left shoulder.
Right foot.
I'm a
left-
big old zigzag.
The hip mobility, the glute trigger, maybe even the knee rehab one.
There are
Oh,
not enough hours in the day.
I know. I know. That's where I would just go for a round or pick an exercise or two off of there and do them when you can.
Okay.
So I started following, looking on my quest to tune up the knees and get them bulletproofed. Well, I go down in many ways, I go down rabbit holes. If the fact that my knee's bothering me right now is messing with my head, it makes me feel less bulletproof. So I'm like, I'm gonna bulletproof the out of my knees. I am gonna go all in on my knees, and I want to be able to squat with my butt on the floor and sit there for a minute, and then come out of a squat with like two. And there's a guy who is like the top rated. He's called Knees Over Toes Guy. You might see him on Instagram. Knees Over Toes Guy, and he can drop really low into a squat. His knees just go way far out of his toe, and his program is called A2G. It's Ass to Grass, and he's just all focused on knee mobility, hip mobility, and being able to. So I started, and I'm like, most of these things, there's not enough time in the day because I know these exercises. I know this is good for what I'm going through right now, but I don't incorporate it because it's not enough time in the day. There's just not enough time in every day. And I could do it. All of them that I've done so far, I could do while I'm laying on the floor. Oh, puppy. But the big ones I had, it was 90 seconds, 90 for the knee health, 90 seconds of a very aggressive calf stretch. So I actually had to do this one at the gym because I felt it in the upper calf and in my lower hamstring, kind of like where you're
Hmm.
feeling it behind the knee. And that was fantastic. It was 90 seconds left, 90 seconds right, 3 rounds, which was 9 minutes. And I'm like, damn, do these every day. This is going to take a while. Do you do the couch stretch?
Mm.
You know how to do the couch stretch?
Are you saying couch or cow?
The thing you're sitting on,
Oh, yeah. What about it?
couch stretch.
I don't know it.
So you can do it on the floor, or you can do it on the couch, but your foot, your foot goes behind you onto the wall. And if you can, if you have the mobility, the top of your foot can go flat onto the wall. And then you lean. Let me just, you know what?
What does the couch have to do with that?
Because you can do it on the couch as well as the wall, or you can do it on a chair as well as the wall. But here we go. Yeah, I don't know why I'm trying to describe this when we're on the internet and there's a better picture available always. There's a photo at my disposal in a click of a button. If only I could. Why didn't I turn the second monitor on? It makes dragging and dropping things super simple. There's one way you could do it. So I think when they say couch, people can do it up on a. There ain't a single picture of somebody doing it on a couch. But this is another one, another picture of it, doing it on a wall. And that one I hold for 2 minutes each side. I'll hold for 2 minutes each side. Where do I go after that? You ever do the 90-90 stretch?
Yes. I'm not very good at it though.
He said sometimes that could stem from hip mobility issues. So I've been doing the 90-90 for 90 seconds, or maybe it's a minute each side for So if my legs are facing one way, I actually lean it, and then I lean the other direction as well for a minute each, and then I flip it, and I do lean both ways. So it ends up being 4 minutes there. So we're at 4, 6. Now I'm up to 15, and it ends with a 5-minute pancake pose. Do you know that one?
I need more pictures.
Pancake pose. And things that I cannot do. Do I use we're going to use this guy because that girl looks way inappropriate for the internet. And the internet's a pretty aggressive place. Man. No, this is even more. Picture me trying to get into this position. That's not happening. But loosening up the hamstrings that way. I've had to modify that one. I'm not even close to getting there, but you're supposed to hold it for 5 minutes. And those are big good ones that I found on there, and I've cut my workout short and just incorporated. I need to remember to turn my Apple Watch off because it looks like I've been working out for like 5 hours every morning, and it's like I'm here. Let's just do these stretches before I leave, and it's definitely given some relief, but
So you do those before
I do them
everything?
after just based
Okay.
on
'Cause
yeah,
those are
they're static holds, so
static. Yeah.
I don't want to static them. But the calf rate, like I usually need about 90 seconds of recovery on heavy. Like today, I was doing push exercises, and I was able to get chest press at 105-pound dumbbells. And that's going to gas you. It gasses me the F out. Like I do them, and I'm like, it takes me a couple minutes to even pick the dumbbells back up off the floor after they fall. So I brought the calf stretcher over, and I just stood on that thing, and I was able to do 90 seconds on the right. Then I went back and did a set. I did 90 seconds on the left, did the second set. So I was incorporating the calf stretching because I was working upper body. I didn't think it was a bad thing stretching that out. So I was just incorporating them in between my recoveries today, which helped. So hopefully,
Hey, looking at that one at the
pancake.
top, the Slim Good Body one. Um, is his leg like behind his butt or next to him or his foot? Sorry, because I'm trying to do that now, and
It's behind his butt.
it is behind.
So and
You might need to call Mark in a minute.
I've never gotten consistent with it, but that guy, his name is Kelly Starrett. He wrote a book called Becoming a Supple Leopard. And if you're somebody with mobility issues. I bought his book when like, well, Dale's wife. Tell your wife we're on a call, Dale. She's emailing me right now. I'll send it to her later. Um, yeah, he wrote a book called Becoming a Supple Leopard. It's all about flexibility, mobility, and he's like one of the top in that spaces. I was lucky I got to meet him last year, and he's got an app. It's like obscenely spent. It's like, for what it is, but it runs you through just you tell him you've got a knee issue and he's come up with a whole knee issue program. It's called the Ready State. But I just was never able to consistently add it to my days where I found value in it. And I was like, I'm just not doing it enough to spend what I was on it. But I'm thinking about it now again, just where I'm like, I want to get more mobile. Things are they get a little creaky sometimes. So I also think I felt defeated because I wasn't as good as the stretches as I wanted to be. So when you see him do that on the wall and it's like perfect, I was like, 2 minutes of that killed me. I was like, but it felt good. It felt good. Next week, I have a conflict of interest on Thursday and that I forgot about. Do y'all want to do a Tuesday call or do you want to go after one of the other calls? Team vote. Oh, silence.
Probably Tuesday.
Tuesday, I'm wide open. I just got to put it on a. Yep.
I can do Tuesday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday works.
I'm putting it on the calendar now.
the 19th.
Tuesday the 19th. And then
Okay.
we're gone the following week. And then the challenge ends after that. So I'm gonna cancel the Thursday one off my calendar now. And then there is a special Saturday call next week before I go on vacay just for questions and answers for the challenge. So if anyone wants to join that one, don't let me know. If I sit at my laptop on a Saturday, you'll better be there because I'm gonna have to pack for vacay. I try to put it late enough so people could get their long runs in the morning. Thinking. Everybody else voted Tuesday, and Ileana said no Tuesday.
Oh,
Ileana, you're gonna have 3 other chances to jump on a call next week, then.
It's fine. It just happened that Bob had asked to change the Rise and Run Zoom thing to this coming Tuesday instead of the following Tuesday. So, well, what time is it? What time is would it be
What time is
6:30?
Bob's?
8 o'clock.
Oh, I'll be at 6:30.
Okay. Well, then I should be there. I should be
39
fine.
Belfast. Everybody
Yeah.
go eat, and then we'll hang out with Bob.
That
It's
sounds
like a
great.
Tuesday party.
Okay. I'll just be on Zoom for 4 hours. Okay.
That's it. It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. Shoot me questions. I will shoot you info. I'm gonna see if she actually got Chipotle or if she fell apart. Dale, tell your missus I will email her back in the morning. Have a good night, y'all. I'm hungry.
thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you guys.